Now, another level of instruction, not instruction, but sharing of strategies that we have is stage presence. Now, it's one thing to learn the piece, it's another thing to present it. It's a different and separate skill. And I was lucky enough to have a mother that used to coach me in stage presence. And she used to make me walk to the side of the room. And she would say to me, "Now, Valerie, show your teeth." Because nobody wants to smile on cue. I thank my mother all the time for the wonderful coaching she gave me. So this is what I pass on in the form of what we call stage presence. So the children walk across, we teach them where to stop. You need to stop in front of the piano bench so that, and come to a full stop, hands by your sides, just a simple bound. You have to say thank you to your toes, because if you don't, you end up doing this. And the chin comes up because they maintain eye contact. You can't do that. You need to say thank you to your toes. And then because you're in front of the piano bench, you just turn a little bit, and it's not a big movement, and you sidle in and sit down. Then I have a whole routine, which I don't think we have time to go into now, about preparing to do the performance, and it involves counting the rhythm inside my head for 2 measures, and I do this for absolutely every piece I play. So for the nocturne, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 5, 6, 1. So, and that gives you a rhythmic flow to the music before you even start. It's a very valuable tip if you can get your kids to do it. And I have a whole system of how I work with them to be able to do that counting ahead of time. And we always do it to the tempo that is their tempo. Because I know that tempos go from here to here. The parameters for tempi are so wide. And then Glenn Gould is on the other side. Isn't that the truth? So, however it feels right to the kid, I like to kind of go with that. Because that's what is going to be what they want to do. And if we try to impose a tempo on them. Now, this is not to say that they shouldn't learn to play a fast piece fast. Please don't think I'm saying that. Once they've got it up to their ability to play it, then the tempo that feels comfortable to them should be permitted, I think. Right. And so we find out what their tempo is by checking it against the metronome, and then that is what I teach them how to count to that, so that when they start, they're starting in the tempo that is right for their bodies. And so we do that. Then as a personal rule, I have to be able to say to myself, the nocturne in E-flat major starts with left hand 5th finger or 4th finger, whatever I'm going to use there, on the E-flat above bass C, and the right hand starts with the B-flat and the G, the major 6, surrounding treble C. Because if you don't make it that specific, it could be this B-flat and this G. I want it to be so specific that it can't be any other key on the keyboard except the one you need it to be. And I have to be able to say those things to myself out loud before I go on stage, within 24 hours of going out on stage. It's just, it is a, I have as my personal rule that I will not ask the children to do anything I don't do myself. And I do that. I really do. And I count my beats before I start to play, because I want an integrated beginning to my performance as well.